Hello and welcome to Virtual Crafts. In this video we'll see how we can change our permalink structure or how we can create our own custom permalinks. First of all, the question is, what is a permalink? Visit your website. We created this slider in our previous video. If you've not seen that video, you can click the link in description or you can click the card at the top right corner. Now what a permalink is, that currently your home page is open, so the link here will be simply your domain name. But as soon as you open anything else on your website, any other page, any post, any section, you will have an additional string appended to this domain name, and that is basically the permalink. For example, go to blogs page, and now this is your permalink. Now open a blog from here, and this is the permalink of this blog. Now for you, this permalink might be a vague string of numbers and alphabets and special characters, and that's what we'll see in this video, that how we can change our permalink structure to different structures WordPress provides and how we can create our own permalinks. Go to your dashboard, go to settings and permalinks. Now these are some permalink structures WordPress provides. Currently it is set to day and name, our domain name, the day we are opening this post, and then the name. Go to your blog page and you'll see in the permalink that we have a domain name, the date, and then the name of this post. Now go back and change your permalink structure to plain. In plain permalink structures, you'll have your domain name, but some ID will be appended to this, and this ID is the post's ID. What I mean to say is that whenever we create a page, a post, a product, a course if you're using LearnDash, everything gets an ID. And if you select a plain permalink structure, that ID will be displayed in addition to your domain name. But this permalink structure is not very commonly used because for us it is completely impossible to understand which post is currently open. For example, in this permalink, you can understand that which post is open by reading this string. Now we'll see this plain structure at the end because it refers to another explanation which is lengthy, and that is the most important thing while you're changing your permalink structures, because you may completely destroy your site by changing your permalink structures. Let's look at the other structures first, and then we'll look at this plain structure and see how it can break our site. We've seen this one. Let's change it to month and name. Save the changes and refresh your website. And now you'll see that we only have the month, we don't have any date here, and then the blog's name. Now go back and change it to numeric, and this will add a numeral at the end which is same as the ID of the post here. Change it to this and click save changes, and then refresh your website. And now you'll see that our permalink is changed accordingly. We have a post ID at the end. Go back and change it to post name, and I'll recommend that you choose only this permalink structure because this is the most simple and easy to understand permalink structure. It shows only the post name after your domain name, nothing else to distract the visitors. Click save changes, click your blog, and now you'll see that we only have the name of the blog and our domain name. Now click any other page, let's say about us, and you'll have only the name of the page and our domain name, nothing else. Okay, now you can create custom permalink structures too, and you have two ways for that. One is you select this radio button and choose your custom structure from here. For example, you want to show the name of the author and then the post name. Simply click this author button and it will add the author and then the post name. Save the changes, go to your blog page and open this blog, and now you'll see that we have the name of the author who created this post and then the name of the post. Go back again, and let's say we want the post ID too, Click this post ID button, and we want the hour and minute this post is opened. Select these two and now save the changes. Refresh your website, and now you'll see that you have hours, minutes, the author, the name of the post, and the ID of the post. So this is one way you can create custom permalink structures. And now let's see what is the other way. Go back to your dashboard, go to your posts, all posts, edit the post you want to change the permalink for, click edit, and in the settings sidebar you'll see this permalink tab, and this is the permalink of your post right now. Your hours, minutes, author, and the name of the post, and then the ID. And you can change this permalink by changing this URL slug. For example, now the URL slug is same as this post's title. Remove this URL slug and add your own slug here. For example, I'll add tutorial post, and you'll see that our permalink is changed accordingly. Click update, go to your blogs page, and this is the post we just edited, third one. Click it, and now you'll see that the permalink is changed accordingly. And this is the URL slug we just added, tutorial post, and then the ID. Now go back to your dashboard, settings, and permalinks. Okay, now let's come to our plain structure. Choose this radio button and save the changes. Go to your blog and click any post, and you'll see this not found page. Now this is the most common error we get when we try to change our permalinks. So never change your permalinks once you're done creating your website. If you want to change your permalink structure, please do it before starting developing your website. Now we do have a solution to this one, but just think that currently we only have 7 pages on our website and 3 posts. We can redirect them to a new URL, but what if you are working on a bigger website and it has hundreds of pages and thousands of posts? Then you cannot redirect every link you created. So it is best practice that before starting developing your website, change your permalink structure to the one you want it to be. And if you did not do so, just keep it to whatever it is, don't change it. But if it's too important to change it, and sometimes it is, then we do have a solution for this. This video will become too lengthy if I explain it in this one, so I'll create another video in which I'll explain how you can fix these broken links which are a result of changing your permalink structure. Go to your dashboard again, but for now just change it to a permalink structure that works. Save the changes and work with that. So this is how you change your permalink structures. That's all for this video. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get notified of every latest video uploaded. Thank you, and see you in the next video.